In this lesson, you'll learn to translate verbal sentences into equations and translate equations into verbal sentences. How are equations used to describe heights? The Statue of Liberty sits on a pedestal that is 154 feet high. The height of the pedestal and the statue is 305 feet. If S represents the height of the statue, then the following equation represents the situation. 154 plus x equals 305. When writing equations, use variables to represent the unspecified numbers or measures referred to in the sentence or problem. Then write the verbal expressions as algebraic expressions. Some verbal expressions that suggest the equal sign are listed below. Is, we say, always means equals. Equals obviously means equals. Is equal to is the same as much as, is identical to. Translate this sentence into an equation. A number b divided by 3 is equal to 6 less than c. For divided by, we like to use the fraction bar. A number divided by 3 is equal to 6 less than c. Okay, if I wanted 6 less than 10, I'd take 10 minus 6. So if I want 6 less than c, I need to have c minus 6. 15 more than z times 6 is y times 2 minus 11. More than means plus, times z times 6, we normally would write that as 6z. Is always means equals. Y times 2, we'd normally write 2y minus 11. So just cleaning that up, we'd write 15 plus 6z equals 2y minus 11. So the word order of English does not always correspond quite in the same order as the algebra. It's good to have a strategy when solving word problems, and this is the strategy this book presents. 4 steps. First, explore the problem, then plan the solution, solve the problem, examine the solution. That's our check step. A popular jelly bean manufacturer produces 1,250,000 jelly beans per hour. How many hours does it take them to produce 10 million jelly beans? You know from the problem that 1,250,000 jelly beans are produced each hour. You want to know how many hours it'll take to produce 10 million jelly beans. We could write an equation to represent the situation. Let h represent the number of hours needed to produce the jelly beans. So 1,250,000, typo, times the number of hours equals 10 million. Well, they immediately divided both sides by 10,000 mentally and just crossed off those 4 extra zeros. So now we have a nice little equation that's 125h equals 1,000. So then we could divide both sides by 125, grab a calculator, and we get h equals 8. It'll take 8 hours to produce 10 million jelly beans. Let's examine. If 1,250,000 jelly beans are produced in 1 hour, then 1,250,000 times 8, or 10 million jelly beans are produced in 8 hours. The answer makes sense. Don't forget to check your answer. So again, step 1, we explored the problem. To solve a verbal problem, first read the problem carefully and explore what the problem is about. Identify what information is given. Identify what you are asked to find. Plan the solution. One strategy you can use to solve a problem is to write an equation. Choose a variable to represent one of the unspecific numbers in the problem. This is called defining a variable. Then use the variable to write expressions for the other unspecified numbers in the problem. We'll have other strategies too. Step 3, this is what everybody jumps into. Solve the problem. Use the strategy you chose in step 2 to solve the problem. Don't forget to go back and examine the solution. Check your answer in the context of the original problem. Does your answer make sense? Does it fit the information in the problem? Did you answer what they were asking? A formula is an equation that states a rule for the relationship between certain quantities. Sometimes you can develop a formula by making a model. Translate the sentence into a formula. The perimeter of a square, there is a square, equals 4 times the length of a side. So it's not a beautiful picture, but it's a picture. So my formula, P for perimeter, equals 4S. Translate this equation into a verbal sentence. 12 minus 2x equals -5. Oh, I just made one translation. You could write 12 minus 2 times x equals -5. The difference of 12 and the product of 2 and x is the same as -5. There are a lot of different right answers. Translate this equation into a verbal sentence. A squared plus 3b equals c over 6. Now, it would be better if I had said c divided by 6, but other than that, it's pretty good. A squared plus 3 times b equals c divided by 6. This could get interesting. Write a problem based on the given information. They have assigned the variable f for the cost of fries, and f plus 150 is the cost of a burger, and 4 times f plus 150 minus f equals $8.25. You could say the cost of a burger is $1.50 more than the cost of fries. 4 times the cost of a burger minus the cost of fries equals $8.25. How much do the fries cost? Although I can't think of a real-world situation where you'd want to subtract the cost of fries from 4 burgers. Adding would make more sense. Variables are used to represent unknowns when writing equations. Formulas given in sentence form can be written as algebraic equations.